AJ has been there's talk this week of him being invited into the UFC. Is that your reaction?
Well, look, man. I mean, boxing and the mixed martial arts are totally different, two different sports. I came from a kickboxing background, which is stand-up striking. You know, I'm still learning the ground game. It's not the same sport. As anyone notices, when they changed from striking to grappling, you know, I mean, Conor did pretty good against, you know, Floyd Mayweather, you know, being the highest, one of the highest paid fighters of the world. He went 10 rounds with him. I don't think Mayweather would last one round with Conor. There's so much more different arms how you can lose a fight or win the fight. With boxing, it's just pretty much you get knocked out or you get stopped by the ref. With mixed martial arts, you can be choked out, something can be broken, your neck can be broken, so it's a totally different sport. But I mean, I think Dana's here also, but you know, I mean, if he's been invited to over to mixed martial arts, it's huge because, you know, he is, I think, on the verge of being the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. But you know, I think. And they're saying that, I think, you know, Joseph's got, you know, he can derail him right here. Yeah. And I think Joseph can be, you know, the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. It just depends how it is. But, you know, I don't think someone will change their sport. I mean, like, there was talk about Mayweather jumping over to MMA, but, I mean, he's undefeated. He's the only fighter in the world, apart from us, that hasn't been beaten. And, I mean, even if he were given $1 billion. Yeah.
And
if you're given $1 billion, there's still no way you change history because even when you pass on your thing, I mean, legacy can't say this. You got there one, you join the rest of the pack. Yes. You're still the undisputed, I mean, the unbeaten guy ever. Yeah. But if he comes to mixed martial arts, you'll lose that. You'll lose that definitely. There's no doubt in my mind that Conor can take him out whenever he wants. So.
Why would UFC want AJ? Do you think?
Well, I don't know. Maybe there's just talk that people are saying they want AJ. There's just talk. I mean, at the end of the day. Like I just explained about Mayweather, that's my thoughts. Yes. You know, you know, why would you want to jump into a mixed fight when you're already the conquering, you know, the king? Unless you've done that, and you want to move on to something else. Like when I won the world title in 2001, kickboxing, you know, I lost interest. I wanted to chase something else. So, and that was my mixed martial art. Was for me was to go into that. So that's why I'm doing mixed martial arts. Right. So yeah, but who knows? I'm not Dana, I'm not UFC, but yet again, that's still talk.
Let's talk about you, man. Because you're.
We're going to talk about me. We're here for JP. We're here for JP. Yeah.
We have talked about JP. We're talking about other boxers as well. Yeah. But there's the Super Samoan Mark Hunt. You had visions for this year to compete in 4 UFCs. Is that correct?
Well, for me, competing, I mean, like I said, I took a bit of time off. I was offered a couple more fights earlier. I've only got 2 left with the company, and then see where we go from there. I mean, I'm nearly done with my fighting. I've been fighting for a long time. A couple of different sports. I won my world title 2001. Yeah. I'm trying to chase another world title in a different sport. But yeah, I've got a couple more fights left. I still love to fight. I've probably got about 5 more fights afterwards. Yes. And then I'll probably retire. I wanted to, you know, only a fighter knows and understands about chasing a dream and doing something like this. And regardless whether all the people say, yeah, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do this. It's just how I feel. Yes. So, you know, and that's all that matters at the end of the day to me. It's how I feel.
But is there anything yet left for you to prove? I mean, you've done everything.
Well, there isn't. I mean, like I said, I'm chasing a mixed martial arts world title, and UFC is one of them. The titles I'm after. There's battles all over the place. You know, it's a battle. It doesn't matter if it's a battle in the octagon or if it's a battle in the court. It's still a battle. You know. We're warring everywhere. So you know, as a fighter, that's what I endeavour to do and try to keep it clean. So you know. Let's see what happens. All
right, look, a lot of young Pacific Islanders, Samoan, Kiwis, Australians, looking at you and your journey through the mixed martial arts, and they say, I want to be like that person. What would you say to a 16-year-old who might be thinking like that?
Okay, I feel like fighting for me is God's gift to save me. Fighting's not for everybody. You know, my fan pages I have, you know, kids say that. They say some stupid stuff, and you know, street fighting is nothing compared to actual real fighting. You know, you don't put your eggs into one basket. I mean, fighting is not for everyone. Maybe, you know, if you're going to throw all your eggs into one basket, make sure it's the right basket. I mean, it sucks because, you know, at least have 5 fights before you put it all into one vehicle and chase it. Because If it's not for you, it's not for you. It's like a circle trying to fit into a square, or a square trying to fit into a circle. It doesn't work. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Fighting is not for everyone. But my advice is, if you're going to chase a dream, make sure you have at least 5 or 10 fights. Because you'll know yourself when you start fighting, if it's for you or not.
But if you make it, if you happen to get into the... What are the rewards? We know what the challenges are.
The thing is, this is not about the actual the rewards of fight. I mean, the companies and that will sell you their dream. They'll say all they'll see is this guy doing this. They don't tell you all the pitfalls of it. 95% of fighting, of the fighters that do actually chase the dream, don't make it. There's only like 5% of them that actually make it, to actually make a good living. I mean, I'm one of the highest paid fighters in the world, and I'm telling you this. I mean, you might not make it. Definitely, I mean, there's so many different other pitfalls of it. But if you do endeavour to chase dream, make sure it's the right one you're doing. I mean, because not everyone's going to make it. And I'm just being honest. Right.
Now you say you might have 4 or 5 fights left, and then you've been talking about retirement for some time now.
Yeah.
And so 4 or 5 fights left, and then you hang up your gloves. Are you happy with the way things have turned out for the Super Samoan?
Well, to be honest, yeah, I've won my world titles. I've tried. Right now the fight I'm trying to do is the fight to make it an even playing field for fighters that are not on steroids. Like I said, a battle in the courtroom, a battle in the ring or the octagon, it doesn't matter where the battle is. I just feel, it's been a long time coming in it. And I'm someone that came from the Pride era, or the K1 era. Where all those guys are cheating. And I survived that era. Yes. and I'm here.
Yes. And
now I'm still going through, with the UFC with it. But yeah, trying to make it an even playing field is what I'm happy with what I've accomplished with my journey with sport, and the gift that God's given me. So I've tried to use the best of it to help others with the vehicle. And when I explain to you something about fighting, it's just the truth.
Yeah.
I like to just be honest about it, and that's because a lot of people hit me up about being a fighter. The kids say, "Oh, I've had like 1,000 street fights, 10,000." I just start laughing. I said, "Oh, make it just 10,001." Make 1,001 fights. It's not the same thing. We're not. Regardless of where I came from, how I started into fighting, that's just not how it is.
Yes.
I might have started that way, but and I've been lucky and blessed by God to keep doing my journey with.
Right.
It's everyone's different. I just think look into it before you throw everything into one basket with you're chasing your dream, because the reason I say that is because you should normally start young, chasing your dream. Take 7 or 8 years. You might even be able to do it if you're good enough. But as life and things go on, you meet a girl, kids. Could be the other way around. If you don't make it, it's not just you in the toilet. You and them in the toilet.
Right.
So you got to consider that. But if it works out, it works out. You can. Live a good life with the fighting. It's just not everyone's going to make it.
How much luck is there involved in making it in UFC?
Well,
is there a degree of that?
Well, you've got to be able to fight for starters. That's
okay.
One. But it also becomes on your popularity and how people view you. If you stand for something, at the end of the day, you got to be able to fight. If you can't fight, then there's no point. You can't sell yourself by talking or being a showman, because at the end of the day, you still got to be able to kick some ass. That's how it works. Shucks.
Yeah.
And you got to train harder. The harder you train, the more luck you get. That's how it is. It sounds like, but
yes.
You can. I think training a lot harder and that I think is. With fighting there's a thin line between luck and actually making it. So I think work harder in the gym and your luck is much better.